In this video, I'll be running through how Advantage Plus campaigns actually work and how they differ from an ABO. If you take one creative and you go and launch it in an Advantage Plus versus launching it in an ABO, what is the difference? 99% of performance marketers actually don't know what the difference even is, which blows my mind because why would you even run an Advantage Plus campaign? How would you even know why one performs well and one doesn't if you don't know mechanically what the actual difference is between how ads within an Advantage Plus serve versus a regular ABO? If you can understand why, you can start to understand why particular accounts work really well with Advantage Plus and then other campaigns don't work well at all. So starting off with how an ABO delivers ads to end users is when you launch a creative into an ABO, and let's assume you have relatively heavy exclusions as well, so you're not retargeting existing purchases, maybe you even have exclusions on visitors as well. The ad set is going to go and serve to a random sample size of a new audience. Now, the audience is already going to be relatively refined down just based on the fact that you're optimizing for conversions, which immediately narrows down who you can target. And then it's also going to use a tiny bit of account data to be able to narrow that targeting even further. It's not going to go completely cold and start targeting people that aren't your target demographic, but it is going to be fairly random and fairly cold. After a certain amount of conversions have accumulated, in conjunction with a certain amount of pre-intent signals on the platform, Facebook is going to start narrowing down its targeting based on those individual users. Now, Facebook sometimes communicates that this is completely determined based on purchase data accumulating. That really doesn't seem to be the case. This is going to be a combination of both in-platform intent signals, being are people stopping and viewing the ad, are people clicking, are people interacting, are people engaging with the creative, are people leaving negative comments on the creative? And who are those people? What are the similarities between their psychographic data points? And then how can we start reinforcing into targeting more of those types of people? As you start to accumulate conversions, the weighting will start to go towards conversions, obviously. And so Facebook is going to prioritize the users that are buying through the ad rather than the users that are engaging or viewing through the ad, for example. But you need to use more top of funnel level metrics to be able to optimize at the start before being able to optimize to, for example, 1, 2, 3 purchases in the first few days of a relatively low budget ad set running. Cool. How does that differ from Advantage Plus? And why did Meta even launch the Advantage Plus product? What's the purpose of it? Why did they launch it? The reason why they launched it was because Advantage Plus aims to skip the learning phase. And what it does instead is it uses all historical conversion data within the account to immediately identify who it believes is most likely to purchase. It then supposedly segments it up into deciles. So you could think about this as a 1% lookalike, then a 2% lookalike, a 3%, 4%, etc., based on all of your historical data. And then it goes out and it starts serving to that 1% lookalike audience. Now, if that doesn't work, it immediately goes to 2, it immediately goes to 3, it immediately goes to 4, etc. So it's running through all of these different high intent audiences based on your historical account conversion data. The immediate takeaway from that you should have is, well, Advantage Plus isn't going to work in a new account. And that's true. It's often not going to work very well at all because there's no conversion data. It's skipping the learning phase. It's not using intent signals out of the gates. And therefore, ABOs are going to be your better bet. And so don't run Advantage Plus on a new account. And honestly, Facebook should have a similar mechanism to Google here where they just shouldn't even let users create an Advantage Plus on a new account. It makes no sense considering mechanically it works by using historical conversion data sets. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it explains the reason why there's a rhetoric around the fact that Advantage Plus is quite a heavy middle of funnel to bottom of funnel campaign. Rather than it going out and cold prospecting heavily, it instead can find itself in a position where it's retargeting existing visitors, it's retargeting already high intent audiences on the platform. And that's sometimes why you'll launch an Advantage Plus campaign and you'll see an immediate quick win in terms of the return on ad spend within that campaign. And then it will start to drop off for over 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And the reason for that is because it's found the top 1% highest intent audiences based on all historical data within the account, and it's gone after them first. And so it ends up exhausting really high intent, great audiences very, very quickly, and then it has to move down the ladder, which is why that when you launch an Advantage Plus in an account, you might see it as a quick win, quickly boost results, but then over a 4 to 5 day period, it starts to fall off. You might be attributing that to creative fatigue if you didn't understand mechanically how this campaign was actually working and serving. You might be attributing that to the fact that, well, Advantage Plus just doesn't work in this account. But neither of them are the case. The reason why it started off well and then it fell off was because it prioritized those high intent audiences, and then it went down into broader and broader lookalikes. And as you go down into broader audiences, you will always need stronger creatives that can actually scale into colder audiences. And so there is going to be a direct relationship between running an Advantage Plus campaign for an extended period of time and the amount of creative that you introduce into that account as well in that particular campaign. So I hope this was helpful in being able to identify the core difference in the mechanics of the way that Advantage Plus serves compared to an ABO, and it allows you to make better decisions as to which you should choose within your particular account.